I'm very excited to be here, and thank you for inviting Airties for the speech. We feel like we are also a co-host. Airties is headquartered in Paris since last year, and welcome to beautiful Paris. So I feel like my presentation was leaked to internet. It's been presented 7 times so far. Telling that to broadband operators is probably not a good idea. We have been working with more than 50 broadband operators around the world, big ones like AT&T, Vodafone, Deutsche Telekom, and many smaller ones also. So the common theme that we see is the difficulties that operators are facing when deploying new services or even maintaining what they have in the field. Customer experience is the #1 thing in everybody's mind. And in order to keep the customer experience high, you need to make sure that you're able to keep up with the demand that's ever increasing in the market because of new things, new applications, speed requirements, latency requirements. So you need to be able to keep up with that. Stability of the service is very, very important. So you may think that you have tested everything in your device, in your gateway or set-top boxes. Do they work everywhere the same manner that you have seen before? No, they can be present different behavior in different environments. And real-time use cases are really, really challenging at the moment. So the customer experience is very delicate, and it gets more and more difficult to maintain. And the second big thing is cost to serve. You have millions of customers, and how to make sure that those customers are supported, and you can replace their broken products or answer their calls, debug, upgrade, and maintain the software that runs on those devices, and repairing, replacing. So there's a lot of costs to maintain this customer base. And future-proofing the business. You need to bring differentiating services to those customers. All of those are hindered by the requirement of frequent and quality software rollouts that includes improvements and new features. So far, this has been slow. The velocity has been quite low, and this is something that we need to fix. So everybody talked about that slide. This is the slide that's leaked. The standards, the open source software, and applications and data. Those are the 3 ingredients you need to have in order to have a good quality service to your customers. And standards bring interoperability. Open source brings community collaboration. And applications bring you innovation and new services. I looked at the mission statement of 4 bodies, standard bodies or open source initiatives. Purple, talking about velocity, service-driven innovation, harmonized APIs, open source community, and cultivating the community. Wi-Fi Alliance, talking about spectrum advocacy, collaboration, requirements test programs, interoperability, security, reliability. Broadband Forum, accelerating innovation, standards, ecosystem development, and Wireless Broadband Alliance, talking about business issues, resolving business issues, enabling collaborative opportunities for service providers, enhance the customer experience, optimize business opportunities, more towards business and service provider world. So, looking at all that, this is also another slide that is everybody knows. The success is bringing all together. If you're a standard body which doesn't have any implementation, no reference architecture, nothing that guides the implementers like us or the service providers how to make that work, it doesn't become successful. If you're open source, you don't care about standards, you try to build your community software and think that it will take off, it doesn't take off, especially in the service provider world. And if you are building applications and you don't support these common platforms out there that service providers are using, you cannot be an application for service providers. So this is what we started from. As Airties, we have been working with standard bodies and open source communities. Arcadyan and prpl are the 2 main open source communities that we support. And we are contributing to all of those. And I'll talk to you about something that we worked with prpl in terms of putting together the standards. Wireless Broadband Alliance, we have started a work group called Operator Managed Wi-Fi Reference Architecture. And this group is led by Dave here from Purple, Sarper, one of our chief architects, and BT and Deutsche Telekom, Sasha, and Tim. So that group, actually, we have a lot of members also. And together with that group, the purpose was not to create a new standard. The purpose was to put together the standards to build a reference architecture that service providers can deploy and manage and enable innovation. So what we built there, or actually what we defined there, is basically looking at the use cases that every service provider needs to deploy and how we can put those together using the standards and how we can implement that in a product. This is, I said I should add some boxes also, like everybody else showed some boxes here. So this is the architecture, but what I want to point out here is, in this architecture, we have Easy Mesh from Wi-Fi Alliance, data elements from Wi-Fi Alliance, TR-181 from Broadband Forum, USB from Broadband Forum, and IEEE 1905 from IEEE. All of those standards came together in this architecture that to make a flexible and easy to deploy and open to innovation reference architecture. And Purple has implemented that. We still have some more ways to go, but this is what Purple architecture looks like if you look carefully. This is all I have to say, and we are demonstrating Airties software running on Purple reference design in the hall. I'll be very happy to show you that system. And thank you very much for coming to Paris.